Welcome to my channel. Have you ever felt like men take you for granted? Like you're always giving, always kind, and yet somehow you're the one who ends up feeling ignored, unappreciated, or even used? Maybe you've been in a relationship where you completely lost yourself, where your entire focus was on him, and suddenly your own goals, passions, and independence disappeared. Maybe your friends tell you the problem is confidence. And sure, they're partly right. But confidence comes from the mind. Feminine energy comes from the body and heart. And if these aren't balanced, you'll attract men who push you, test you, and eventually lose respect for you. So, let's talk about dark feminine energy. What it is, why you need it, and how to awaken it inside you. Watch until the end, because this could change the way you see yourself forever. Why men test women emotionally. Men test each other physically. Have you ever seen guys wrestle, arm wrestle, or even fight just to prove their strength? That's how they test each other. But with women, the test is different. Men test a woman's emotional strength. They push your boundaries. They see how much you'll tolerate. They test whether you will break under pressure. And if you do, if you let them push you too far without fighting back, they lose respect for you. Have you ever seen a woman in a relationship where she's always sweet, always giving, always soft, yet somehow the man treats her worse over time? That's because men don't fall in love with weakness. They fall in love with strength. Why being too nice is dangerous. Most women grow up learning to be soft, kind, patient, forgiving. And yes, those are beautiful traits. But if you're too soft, you'll find yourself afraid to say no, ignoring red flags, becoming overly attached, letting a man treat you however he wants. Here's an example. Imagine you're always available. The second he texts, you reply. The second he calls, you answer. You drop everything just to see him. At first, he appreciates it. But over time, he gets bored. Why? Because men love a challenge. If there's no mystery, no chase, no boundaries, he loses interest. And suddenly, you're left wondering, why is he pulling away? I did everything for him. That's the mistake. You should never do everything for him. The secret formula, 80% soft, 20% dark. The key is balance. 80% soft feminine energy, warm, nurturing, and kind. 20% dark feminine energy, strong, mysterious, and unshakable. If you're too soft, you'll attract a man who is too dominant, cold, distant, and emotionally unavailable. If you balance both, you'll attract a man who is strong but also emotionally aware. Signs: you're too soft in a relationship. If you relate to these, you might be too soft. You stop speaking up for what you want. You're afraid to say no. You wait all day for his texts. You change your entire life around him. Imagine this. You used to take yoga classes, you used to have hobbies, but then you meet him, and suddenly, everything revolves around his schedule. You check your phone obsessively, waiting for his text. You even change your ringtone for him so you can instantly know when he calls. And then, he stops calling as often, stops texting as much. Why? Because he knows you're always available. Men respect what they have to work for. If you give everything away too easily, they don't value it. How to activate your dark feminine energy. So, how do you bring dark feminine energy into your life? 1. Set boundaries and walk away. If a man disrespects you, don't argue, don't beg, just leave. Example, if he cancels plans last minute with no real reason, instead of complaining, just say, "No worries," and go enjoy your night without him. No anger, no begging, just indifference. 2. Stop over-apologizing. Instead of saying sorry for bothering you, say thank you for your time. Example, instead of texting sorry for texting late, say I appreciate you taking the time to reply. 3. Make him chase you. If a man is testing you, don't react emotionally. Stay calm, confident, and mysterious. Example, if he pulls away for a few days to see if you'll beg for his attention, don't. Keep living your life and watch him come back. 4. Never beg for love. If a man wants to leave, let him. Example, instead of saying, "Please don't leave me," say, "I respect your decision." That confidence will shock him, and suddenly, he'll start chasing you again. 5. Detach from validation. Your worth is not based on his approval. The moment you stop seeking validation, you become magnetic. Example, if he says, "I don't know if I want a relationship right now," don't convince him. Just say, "I understand," and move on. Watch how quickly he changes his mind. 6. Be mysterious. Don't reveal everything about yourself too soon. Keep an element of intrigue. Example, if he asks, "Where have you been all day?" don't give a full explanation. Just say, "Out, enjoying my life." 7. Walk away with grace. If a man disrespects you, disappear. No drama, no explanations, just vanish. Example, if he cheats, don't scream, don't beg, just leave. That silence will haunt him forever. Why men respect dark feminine energy. Men respect a woman who values herself, knows her worth, isn't afraid to walk away. Dark feminine energy is not about being rude or aggressive. It's about being unshakable. A man should feel lucky to have you, not the other way around. What happens when you start standing up for yourself? At first, people won't like it. They'll call you selfish. They'll say you've changed. They'll try to guilt trip you. But guess what? The only people who get mad at you for setting boundaries are the ones who benefited from you not having any. So don't stop. You deserve to be treated like a queen. But first, you have to act like one. Final words. Love yourself. First. At the end of the day, unconditional love should start with you. If you give it to yourself, others will reflect it back to you. So tell me, do you think you have more soft feminine energy or dark feminine energy? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe for more insights on feminine power, attraction, and self-worth. See you in the next one.